Okay, hello, hello. How are we? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yes, it's a little chilly in here. The air on. It was like 90 degrees today in Texas, and I'm like, oh no, we didn't even hit the end of March yet. Can you imagine what the summer's gonna be like? Another summer of 115-degree weather every day, which I hope not. Hey, we have a lot going on today, even though it's Friday, and I hope that all of you had a great day. I know I did. It's beautiful outside, with the exception of a few states up north that are still having rough weather because of the change. And, you know, there's atmosphere and the weather. Um, it's just really not good. For some states, they're having severe rain and some lingering snow. I don't know how that can do that at the end of March. That's a lot to take in. But I hope everybody's safe and happy, and they're with their families, and they're healthy, wealthy, and wise. And that you enjoy this channel. I know I do, and I enjoy talking to everyone. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to schedule a reading with me or an astrology chart and go over the 12 houses with you under your birth sign, given your birth sign, date, and time you're born and the city you're born, please book a reading with me at Danu's Celtic Worlds at gmail.com or Danu's Celtic Worlds on Facebook or Danu's Celtic Worlds on Instagram. So today is great. We have a lot going more so with the individual signs, not so much with the collective, so to speak, in the atmosphere. We're still going through that Venus transit Aries. The moon phase is in the first quarter, moving today from Cancer to Leo, which is kind of something on my screen. And I've got a touch screen, so sorry about that. Move that up. So, yeah. And then Mercury is, and it's post phase now direct until April 9th. And what we're all communicating, Mercury is communication, technology. When it's retrograde, we don't want anything to do with that, especially with technology or computers. Um, just not a good time to really try to fix things or sign contracts or things of that sort as well. But now that we're going to rect, it's what want you to think about what your communication and your decision making is with others. Now that we're changing that, um, and how you might feel you're changing your communication and your decision skills in your mind a lot to better those communication skills going forward, because we're going to have, with Aries being as our new astrological year, everything is going to move so quickly, and some of us are just not going to have the time to really think about a lot of things. It's going to be really quick, and some things are going to be have to have decisions that are made quickly. Some things in our families might have to be done and decided quickly. I know there have been a lot of things this at the beginning of this month when we had the blood moon, full moon on March 3rd, my birthday. It was not good. My father passed away the day before, and I didn't find out. And so that was an awakening. And, with Mercury retrograde and everything going on, I just said, wow, everything was going fine. And then all of a sudden, it was just. So let's make ourselves family aware communicating more, making more phone calls. How we're doing? What's new with you? How are you feeling? Talking and making decisions with our children better. Um, Talking with our spouse, our partner, our mate, our friends better. With our bosses, our coworkers, the people we work with, the places we go to make money, and the relationships that we need to have in order to improve our money and our income. And that is a pretty big deal. So I want everybody to think about that. Now, the sun trines the moon, offering steadiness, and the lunar aspects of Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus are gonna that are with this sun trining the moon are coming in with this as well, and it's giving us more insights. Before things were a little cloudy, a lot was going on, especially and then we had the spring equinox too, Astara, and a lot. I guess right now it's starting to develop. We're getting more emotional clarity and able to move forward with things in our lives that can help us be more successful with those decision making types of things. I cannot get this camera right. I'm so sorry. Um, and then the energy of the day is having thoughtful actions, and I mean this for to get 24 hours. Having thoughtful actions, having meaningful, calm conversations and communication. You know, balancing life, work, personal and professional life. To I'm noticing lately. I watch the news a lot, although I shouldn't. Sometimes it's not very good for our health. We makes us upset. But I was watching very late last night how on Fox World News they were saying, and some other places too, even local news, that a lot of families don't have community anymore, even though they live in a community or a subdivision, or they go to the community pool, or they go to outings, or they go to the rodeo. When I'm in Texas, we go to the rodeo, we go to the fair, or we go to flea market, or we might go to the farmers market on Sunday, or just to go rummage around, antiquing. And there was a lot of the news, and it was almost every channel I turned on, it was really odd, almost like everybody was just having the same network communication, saying that there's not a lot of community like there used to be before. And that's something that I thought was really important pertaining to having something just moved, and it was my cat. Sorry. It was better to have more communication for more connections going forward, because we need to start having those conversations with our neighbors. Hey, if something happens to you, what should I look out for? You know, you know, do if you need me, let me know. You know, this is my business number. If there's an emergency and your mother needs me, who is 85, things like that. I mean, yesterday there was something on the news where a neighbor knew her neighbor for like 15 years and didn't know that the neighbor was sick. And when the nephew went to go see his uncle, he smelled something even from outside the door. It looked like somebody had broken into the house, and they found the uncle deceased. Nobody checked on him. He was there for like a week. Nobody even noticed. And the people that were lived around him were there for like 10, 20 years, but they never talked to him. So how would they know? How can you not say hello to somebody every once in a while? So I, with the Aries new astrological year, the things moving faster, community moving faster. Um, you know, there's going to be a lot of arrogance, leadership, going forward, competition, energy. You know, I want to say confidence, just things going forward in politics, in the world, with neighbors, with jobs. A lot of companies are laying off. Um, you know, just be mindful that to communicate with your neighbors and other people. Sometimes that might help everyone to be more in community with one another, to help one another and bond with each other should there be someone needing another person. We all need to have that connection. Everybody needs sometimes a helping hand. That's what I'm trying to say. So, um, with the energy of the day, we just need to be more personal and balance our personal lives, our professional lives, have some more awareness, emotional awareness, and intuitiveness. Um, to take some, to maybe look at the signs and what you're experiencing during the day, and try to reshape change in some way so that it betters everybody, yourself and your family, to make it better for everybody to communicate better, go through the day better, um, help one another better. I'm just finding that that's becoming more in the news and in community, and also with other people are that are the elderly. There's so many elderly people that are homeless. It's scary. Um, And then today's zodiac highlights for Aries, I want to start with Aries, is that, it's a day for socializing, taking actions, same old, and career progress. Enjoy being playful, having a good time, but still keep in mind that you're going to need to be cognizant of having positive social interactions with other people. Taurus, favorable for a calm, steady day for the next 24 hours. Efforts and work, efforts with relationships, and being able to go out and enjoy the relationships and bonding with other people. But please avoid in your chart, please avoid overspending. Avoid overspending for the next couple of weeks. We're supposed to be saving. I've been talking to a lot of my Taurus friends, including my son, who's a Taurus, and planning for future goals. Save for no extra spending. You want that Mercedes? You don't need to go out and spend $300 on dinner. I mean, you could, but just just a little bit, getting a little bit closer to your car, your house, new furniture, the things that you're looking to purchase, health coverage, which is very expensive nowadays. Of course, God, we want to talk about that. And that's a whole other topic. We might have to have a podcast for. Gemini, energetic. Oh, you're going to have so many opportunities, so many social and professional gatherings. Singles will find a stable, single persons will find a stable connections during this time and make great friends and have a good time. And I love that. And those who are paired up or married, you will find yourselves communicating more. Gemini is um, an air sign. All it has to do with swords has to do with the mind, and using our mind, using our expression, using communication. Of course, that's again Mercury, ruling the third house. Spending time, if you're partnered or married, spending time planning for future goals, future financial goals, to be financially stable and have a very solid, sound foundation. Cancer. Oh, goodness. Interaction, your intuition and your interaction with others is incredibly heightened today. Um, incredibly heightened today. Meditate, okay? Nurture your relationships for the weekend. Spend time with others and get to know them and ground yourself and have some emotional balance, but still remember that your intuition is incredibly high with others this weekend. Relationships, career decisions, you will benefit from them if you balance your emotional, intuitive connections with others for the next weekend, for the next coming weekend, and for the next week. You will balance and benefit carefully by using careful timing with others in communication and communication skills, whether it be personal or business. That if the timing is right and the communication is well thought out and using your intuitive emotional balance with communication, that you will benefit and reap what you sow from the communications that you have with others pertaining to those topics. Okay, Leo, emotional awareness. You are just, your heart is just always out there. Stay strong. Have a good day. For all weekend, have a great day. Your leadership and your problem solving confidence will be there. It'll show. Everybody will see it. Like the lion that you are, you're going to purr and roar through the weekend with control, brightness, and success in the relationships and the endeavors that you plan for the weekend and the week going forward. Virgo, rewards come from organization. You like everything planned out and organized and well thought out and communicated well. Pay attention to details and letting go of unhelpful habits. Watch your health, your wealth, and be careful and take care of your health more so going forward in the next 6 months, especially starting this weekend. There's a lot of health and small action needed to be emphasized for taking care of your health, your eating habits, and your exercise. Um, Starting around spring equinox, but more so now, it's coming out more in your astrological forecast now and going forward. Libra, Libra, you're all about balance. You're the Justice card in the tarot with the balance, hand balance, balance, harmony, relating to other, relating in relationships. You are really good at that, but you need to think about how you're being honest in relating to others, in relationships, being honest and relating to others and having balance with others is key, okay? Because you want to be extending yourself and focus on communication to build stronger relationships, especially in business and the relationship you build in building business and partnerships with balance and focus. That's you are really working on that good balance, understanding and doing all those things. It's so important. I would say if you know you have a meeting, I'm going to give you an example. If you know you're going to have a meeting for an hour or two with them, and they are really interested in obtaining your services or your business or working on some adventure project with you, construction project with you, um, mortgage banking project with you, you're going to want to make sure you're balanced. You find out you do your homework, you find out your information, and then you find your key balance to be able to communicate with them in a way that balances out the relationship and benefits both you and the other business partner with equity. That will help you in the long run. Okay, Scorpio, deeper insights, reflection. You've always got that dark, person comes in the room and you can read them right away. Yes, 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 yes. You can read them right away. Um, you're going to be thinking about private matters of the heart, of the mind, of nature, and avoid. And I need you to avoid because you're going to be. This weekend is a really your mind's on overactive thinking, Scorpio, and so I want you to take some of those power struggles you have in your mind and you need to have more trust. I know that's not easy for you because you're a good intuitive person. You can read through people like people are made of glass. You can see right through them. You're really excellent at that. And somebody tries to throw you some shit in the line to you, you're like, don't hand me that shit. I know you're full of crap. That's Scorpio. They read through people really well. They see through people really well. And what your astrology is saying for you for the next 24 hours and for the week ahead is try to trust and have patience and you know to guide yourself without stress to go further with your business and your personal relationships this weekend and this week forward. Sagittarius, embrace your new experiences and delegate. You're just wanting to go out and have a good time and start. I think you're just thinking, if you're especially if you're an educator like me, or you're working with children, or you work as a college professor, or in the health field, or you've got you're going on a vacation with your family this summer. You've got the song "Summer, Summer, Summertime" going on in your head, and you're like, embrace new experiences and go out and delegate the tasks and reduce the stress and go out and use your creativity and do all the special things that you want to have planned with warmth and fun and good health and happiness and embrace those new experiences, whether it's with your friends, your family, your children, your parents, yourself, your partner, your husband, your female friend, your male friend, whatever that may be. But go and embrace the new experiences and delegate the tasks to reduce the stress at work so that you can enjoy going on all these new experiences and moving forward like the fool in the tarot and stepping into new experiences with warmth and feeling better about yourself with having to explore all these experiences, coming back, feeling like a new person and a rested person. And you will see how that benefits you going forward for the weekend and the week going forward ahead. Aquarius, oh, Capricorn, sorry, I didn't forget you, Capricorn. Capricorn, you are using steady effort and patience to lead in progress for work, for business, for personal and lifetime focus and long term goals, whether you are single, partnered, or married. You are steadily taking effort and patience and leading in progress to work and personal lifetime and putting in work and personal lifetime focus on long term goals with yourself, your partner, your friend, excuse me, or your married spouse, whatever, to fulfill those long term personal, financial, health, retirement goals, or goals, even long term, short term goals. And what I mean like that, long term, maybe 10 years down the road, but not long term as in, till we die type of thing. Um, Aquarius, discipline, being smart. You're always disciplined. You are the people. You're like the mayor of the town. You're one of those people who walk around and can talk to everybody. And hey, I like your car. Is that a 1957 Corvette? And you just be like talking to them for an hour, and then you'll go and talk to everybody else for 10 hours, and then you'll get back to the barbecue, which you were supposed to be with your family, and they go, "Oh wow, time is it? I was gone that long." That's you. Um, Discipline, being smart, planning, accommodating others and talking and being successful and building opportunities for yourself, building those relationships through communication, through caring, through going out and building those friendships and having fun and getting to know people. And everybody loves you, Aquarius. You are just a smooth talker, but in a good way. You're really good with communication and you're good with social and professional growth in those manners of building relationships by being friendly and outgoing and being easily approachable. And people like talking to you because you can talk about any topic that you, even if you're not interested, you will participate in a conversation and learn something along the way and then transfer that information to someone else, and people appreciate you for doing that. It's not like you walk away and when people want to say hi to you, you will enjoy in the conversation or entertain yourself in those conversations, and people will remember you for that. You're always good with that and bargaining and building growth and long-term stability and planning and build makes through those conversations you also build yourself opportunities down the road for successful verbal or verbal contracts as opposed to written contracts. But success and opportunities come your way because people will remember that you had that conversation, and down the road when they're looking for this that help or that need that you can provide, and vice versa, the both of you with whoever those may people will be will will give you the success and opportunities you need, and vice versa for that from you to them. Pisces, intuition. Oh, intuition. The veil, you and Cancer, the veil is really, really high, real thin for you. You're seeing everybody. I mean, I'm surprised you don't wake up in the morning. I know I do so. I have that gift. That in the clairaudient audience. So, a lot. So, I'll see things and I'll be like, I wake up in the morning sometimes and I see things and I'm like, hi, everybody. I kind of get a glimpse to the shadow of you, um, that type of thing. Intuition very high with both you and Cancer, social emotional awareness and balance, and guiding decision and focus with family, friends, self care, health, wealth, and creative projects for this weekend and the week going forward. I will, however, be um, doing a reading tomorrow, but tomorrow's reading is going to be different. I've been doing collective readings where I'm reading for the collective. It pertains to you. You can take it. If it doesn't, then you can take what pertains to you, and anything that doesn't pertain to you, you can, it might be for someone else in the reading that's listening. However, tomorrow I will be reading for the elements, which is what I started off doing when I started doing my readings quite some time ago. Except it was taking a longer time and my hours were tremendous because I was between meetings and ARD meetings and IEPs. I'm a special ed teacher, and staff meetings and all the other things that I'm involved in with education. I was just not having enough hours in the day. Ergo, I have the same amount of time, but um, where I am facilitating, the school day ends a lot earlier, and they they do not have weekend activities unless the PTO um, raises money and supports that. So it won't be a lot like I'm there as much as I was in the past. So I wanted to give that time to the collective audience that I have so that I can start doing element readings. So tomorrow I will start with earth, and then I will go to air, and then I will go to fire, and then I will go to water. Earth, air, fire, water. And I will do a reading for those collectively, and it will take time. So I will try to time stamp those. And then once the summer starts coming around and we get to June, I will start going through individual signs and doing reading for each zodiac sign within each element. So I'll read for earth signs, and I will start off with Earth, but then I will individually go into reading just for Taurus, and then just for Virgo, and then just for Capricorn, and then I will go to Air, and then I will read Air a little bit, and then I will go into Gemini, and then into Libra, and then into Aquarius, and so on, and fire, and then water, and so on, so that we get a more thorough reading that connects to each of the subscribers and each of the readers to their own element, and then to their own zodiac sign. And then, as I mentioned before, sometimes I will try to also, while I'm doing the astrology, let everybody know that, what's the crystal for the week, and what is going on for the week as well, that would pertain the planetary movement or alignment, square, sextile, conjunction, that pertains maybe to something in the news that we're going through right now as a whole unit, and I mean that as, the USA or the whole world together, because we're all feeling these changes. So with that being, um, I'm going to start up today with my new deck, which I started reading yesterday. I had a reading, and I'm going to check. It looks good. I had the internet go out. It was raining, and the internet went out on me, and I didn't know. And although my computer was recording it, it didn't go onto YouTube. Needless to say, I was a little upset. Yeah, I was more than a little upset actually, but um, I just thought, you know what, it is what it is. And then I put the cards that I had for the reading down. I took a picture of it, and then I put it on my posting. So if something should happen electronically or with the internet, I will put whatever cards that I've read for that day. If the internet goes down, I will post them where it says my YouTube channel, and you go and look at posts, and I will put all my postings there. I also put other astrology information in my postings. If I'm not doing a reading and something comes up, I also do things for the 8 hinges of the wheel, for um, you know the pagan holidays, or the spiritual holidays, for those of you that um, practice those. And I put in some celebrations, some things that you can do, how you can decorate, some ceremonies, some foods you can bake, some bread you can bake, things that you can harvest. Those things will be there for everybody. So please feel free to go there. Okay, I've got that. That is called the Element of Wisdom Tarot. I'm going to put that there. That is shuffled, and then I'm going to use my Illuminati deck. Sorry. And I'm going to shuffle those. I'm going to use that. I'm going to pull 3 cards, and then I'm going to clarify with the elemental deck. Then I'm going to do my oracle reading with the oracle cards of karma, and everybody to think about question, what they might want to hear this evening, question, or what you might want to hear this evening. Okay. All right. Let me see if we can get this straight here. Okay. Okay, I'm just checking the internet. Why was I mad at that? So, okay. Today we have the Three of Cups. It is a celebration. It's closer. I'm right-handed. Three of Cups. It's a pretty card. It's a really pretty card. Three of Cups. Three is the Holy Trinity. It's a celebration, friendship, but it's more like a celebration, like, oh, you got a raise, all right. And, the girls are just, let's go have a drink. Let's go outside, have a bottle of wine. Let's go to our favorite restaurant. Let's sit outside at our favorite bar and just have a couple of drinks and order some appetizers. Let's celebrate that things are great. Friendships, good friends, good employees, people that you work with, that you might live with, your roommates, um, people that you might carpool with, your neighbors, people that you might barbecue with. Oh, that's great. That's lovely. You know, the Three of Cups. Three of Cups also has a lot to do with your three signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Water signs. Cups is water. Okay. And that is so lovely. Three of Cups. Maybe you will be this weekend celebrating with friends. Something came up. And I'm not saying big parties or nothing, just a small soiree, get together. Maybe getting together with some relatives, even mom, friend, parents, going out to dinner, having a couple of cups of coffee, or if you don't drink, not everybody does, but or a couple glasses of wine, or just sitting outside on a date or a double date with friends, or just your male or female friends. Maybe you're going to go out dancing um, for a little while, or go. I love to go to bookstores. I am a book nerd. I could sit in a bookstore and sit in Barnes and Noble for 8 hours at a time and forget what time it is because I love to read. We go have a couple cups of coffee, you know, maybe a bagel, celebrating, spending time with good people, good friends, good family, enjoying yourself, celebrating. This is a great card. There's nothing wrong with this card. I like the three of cups. Let's see what we got next. All right. We've got oh my gosh. This is so lovely. The Ace of Wands. Wands are new beginnings. The Ace of Wands, new beginnings, new new decorations, new determinations, new success, new home, new new wealth, new jobs, new beginnings, the beginning of something wonderful coming your way. Look, there is a castle on the sky. There's beautiful land in the background. Okay? Ace of Wands. Wands is ambition and career, beginnings of new careers, beginning of new adventures, the beginning of new opportunities, beginning of purpose and awareness in new jobs and new beginnings and new home and new found money and new abundance. You've got your friends here, your family. Beautiful. Celebration, friends, could be family. Ace of Wands, you couldn't ask for a better card. Wands is all about career, ambition, fire signs. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Do you know anybody in business that is moving on up to the sky, moving up in the business with you? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Career, ambition, abundance, good business, good ambition. Look at the castle back there. Purpose, success with family, success in your own business. You could be a small business owner. Leadership, okay? Passion, pride, self expression, pioneering, you know, all those things, courage, Ace of Wands. So if you know anybody with the Ace of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that pertains to that may be working with you for that abundance and at work, career, ambition, creativity, purpose, lifestyle, moving on up, going forward. And you have the celebration with the Three of Cups, love of nature, compassion, deep understanding, connection with friends, sensitivity, empathy, enjoying yourself. Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could be some of those players in there. Okay, that's lovely. Okay, next card. Okay, we have the Tower in reverse, but the Tower in reverse is not a bad card. It's actually the opposite. So instead of being, it's crumbling down, it's rebuilding. It's the other, it's building back up. It's going up. Okay. The Tower is coming up. It's building up. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing from starting. That's maybe where the celebration comes. The celebration comes. Yeah, because you're the other way around. So we have the celebration comes, the success comes, the ambition comes, and then there's the rebuilding, building back up, building new walls, building new foundation. The Tower in reverse is not the other way around. It's rebuilding, it's redoing, it's having a do-over in whatever this is, a celebration, a career, a redo. You got a chance to redo, be successful, be wealthy, be ambitious, okay? Have purpose, better lifestyle. Look, they've got a castle here. It's up. Think of all the players I talked about. For Scorpio, Pisces, and for Wands, the Ace of Wands. It pertains to anybody who falls under the sign of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And we're in the new year of the astrological year of Aries. So think about that too. That person can also be affected by the new astrological year as well. But this is a new buildup. This is not this way where it's coming down and everybody's falling down and everybody's going, oh my God, what happened? What happened? Nope. This is the other way around. Now we're building back up. We're building back up. We're going to build that company back up. We're going to build that house back up. We're not going to let anybody. This is going to go well. This is going to be successful. This is great. I want to clarify for that Tower moment. On the bottom, we have a fantastic card. You have the High Priestess. So if any of you, and that would be my sign, High Priestess represents the moon, and the moon in the Tower represents Pisces. So, she's got Jacqueline and Levine, and she's got the dark, the dark and the light, because magic is neither one or the other. Magic is both dark and light and shadow. She has her familiar in the background. She is floating on above the moon. She has her scroll. She has her beautiful flowers. She's intuitive. She's smart. She's balanced. a balanced woman. She has her wits about her and her magic about her. She can create good and good and bad and balance. Neither one or the other. She takes into perspective both, and she has balance with her intuition, with her heart, with her cognitive ability, with her empath abilities, with her magical abilities, with her clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, and clairsentient abilities. She is the total high priestess, manifester. Okay, that's great. I want to clarify with the elemental deck, my new elemental deck for each of these. So I'm going to turn this around for you so that you can see. And I'm going to put the studio camera down that you can see. So first we have, sorry, trying to put that in there. So first we had, this is our, first we had the first card was the Three of Cups. I want you to be able to see that. There we go, the Three of Cups. Then we pulled the Ace of Wands, which was beautiful. A new beginning, career, ambition, creativity, going forward, abundance, 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 the castle on the hill here, and rebuilding with the tower in reverse. In reverse, if it was right side up, it would be just like this one, but it's not. It's in reverse. It's rebuilding instead of coming down and something's not right and something needs to start over. We're rebuilding. And then we have the high priestess with all that manifestation, all those. Just take that. That was your bottom of the deck card. I'm going to clarify with that card for you. What is our message for the tower in reverse, building up? What is message? Tower in reverse, building back up. Beautiful. Okay, we have, oh, I love it. Okay. We have, who doesn't love the freaking Empress? This is beautiful. The Empress is just like the Emperor, okay? And she's the power of 3 too. So you have 3 and 3. Okay, the Empress is building back up too. She is all about, fertility and things like that, and new life, new beginning, courage, strength. So you have celebrations. You have the Ace of Wands, wands being fire, career, ambition, purpose, new purpose, new abundance, more abundance that I can ever want. This is a great card. And then rebuilding. And this is the Empress on top saying, you could do this. Something's rebuilding here for some of you that you had to start over, but the Empress card is about fertility, heart, The lion having courage, going forward, building a foundation that's strong. This card is all about strength. This Empress card is all about normally there's a lion here, but she still has her the thing that she uses to protect herself. She has her wand with her. The Empress is all about rebuilding, fertility, the lion strength, having strength to go forward and start over and build stronger. And then you have the foundation of this intuition. You know you're going to do that. You know this is going to go right. You know that this is going to work out well. This is saying this is going to work out well. This is your support. The high priestess is going, look, we've got this. You've got this. It's going to be okay. It's going to work out well. Okay. And again, the Empress is represented by the Moon card. The Moon card is represented by Pisces. Um, the High Priestess card is number 2 in the Tarot. The Magician is number 1. And the Fool is the 0 card. Actually, it's funny we should say that because the 0 card is also Pisces. The Moon card is also Pisces. And the World card also represents part of Pisces too, because the Fool, who starts off as the boy in the tarot, when we get to the end of the major arcana, you will get towards the World card, and you will see the cycle of the world go around. And at the end of the cycle, you will see the man that used to represent the Fool, but now he's a man because he's traveled around the world as the Fool to gain experiences of all of these individuals all into one as the world, earth, air, fire, water, which is in the card of the World card, the different elements. And one of them happens to be the Fool. But he's not a little boy anymore walking with his dog on the edge, like the Fool learning on how life is supposed to be. Now, when we get to the World card, he's the man who's traveled around the world. Just a little education there for you. And the priestess along the way helps us to determine or to discern how that the life is neither light or dark. It's what you make of it, and that the life is both dark and light, and it's what you make of it to make it a balanced, intuitive, solid life filled with magic, filled with beautiful things. But only you can fulfill that if you learn how to balance yourself. The Empress helps rebuild because she's the power of the Strength card. She's normally here with the Lion. You're there to rebuild fertility, going forward, having strength. You're rebuilding something here, whether it's career, business partners, friends, family, family celebration. This is definitely abundance here. I'm psyched for you guys for this collective reading. It's beautiful. Okay. I'm going to go to my karma, my karmic. I'm going to leave these here so you all can see the spread. I'm going to go to the Threads of Karma Oracle cards. Spreads, Threads of Karma Oracle cards. Yes, I love this. This is all about healing the past to free and freeing the patterns and rewriting the past and starting anew. Okay, everybody sometimes has to start anew. Wonderful. Okay, so see what we got here. Oh, joy. This is so lovely. The bottom card is awesome too. I'm gonna read the card that I just picked up. but here for you. All right. It says, the light's funky. Sorry about that. It says, because it's a light card. Clear the karmic weight. The past still lives in what you haven't faced. Name the weight now. Name the weight you carry and choose to release it now. Okay? The past still lives in what you haven't faced. Name the weight. Name the weight you carry and choose to release it now. Okay? So you can read it better. There we go. That's probably better. Stuck for there. I want to say those feathers are falling on you. Feathers are good to find. They're good luck. The past, let go. If you haven't faced something, you need to let it go. Let that weight go. Face it. Maybe that's what that terror is that you're building, that you're trying to build, rebuild up. Let it go. It's saying, let it go. Don't carry it anymore. Release it now. Just get rid of it, man. Because you've got friends, you've got you've got friends and celebration, family, friends, coworkers. You've got this major abundance coming towards you. You have this tower rebuild, and you've got the support of the Empress. You've got strength. You've got fertility. You've got good people coming to you. You've got protection. You have the balance of the the dark and the light supporting you in life, as we all carry both light and dark within us to have balance. We just have to discern what kind of balance we need to have in order to balance our lives out. And then you have this lovely card. The past still lives in what you haven't faced. Name the weight you carry and choose to release it now. Get rid of it, man. Get rid of it. You don't need that. That weight you're carrying, that's the tarot card. That's the tarot card right side up. That's the weight you're carrying right here. But it's in reverse for you. So this card, not only does the Emperor's card support this card, saying you're rebuilding, you've got help here. You have the Empress card. Your Oracle card is also saying, get rid of that shit. Get rid of it, man. You've got all these great cards. I'm gonna move this over just a little bit. You've got all these great cards, all these great beginnings. You do not need this anymore. No, no, ma'am. No, sir. You need to get her done. Okay. You have the support of friends and celebration. You have the Ace of Wands, career, ambition, abundance, creativity, purpose, um, you know, and awareness. Going forward with leadership and courage and being bold and being charismatic and being a pioneer and working hard and starting a new foundation here. You're building back up. You're building back up. You're getting your money. You have support of your friends. You have the Empress card who's supporting you with great strength and great courage from the Lion. She is the Empress. She is the strength card. She normally it gets that strength from the Lion. She has that support, that heart strength. And in here, if you look at it carefully, there are hearts in there on her shield. And normally the line is there. That's courage, that's heart. It's get starting over with pure of heart, pure courage, And this card, your oracle card says, basically, get rid of that shit. Clear the karmic past. The past still lives in what you haven't faced. So if you haven't faced your demons in the past, it's time to let it go. Let it go. Let it go and move on. Let let, let love, give love, and say, let it go, let it go, bye bye. Nice knowing you. Don't want to be part. I don't want you in my life anymore. Name the weight you carry and choose to let it release it now. Let it go. This is great. And then with the high priestess card is saying, we got you, mama, we got you, papa, we got you, we have your back. We've got the balance of the high priestess, the magic, the wonder, the intellect, the the clairs. She's intuitive, she's empathic, she's magical. She has the balance of both light and dark magic, light and white, light and dark balance in your life. Everybody does. Everybody has good and bad with them. It's how we balance them, the way the high priestess balance her, her her light side and her shadow side. We all have that. It's how we balance it and balance our mind and use our intellect and our intuition and our past experiences. And we learn from them and we grow from them and we let this shit go and we move on from that and we build a better life. We have better friendships. We have more abundance and we're building with courage, with strength, with heart, and we're letting that go and we're using all of that we learned, and we're getting to here. That's beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. There was a card on the bottom of this oracle card, and I'm going to read this to you as well because it almost fell out with that card. And it says, elevate your energy. Your energy determines your reality. Lift your vibrations. Meditate, meditate. I say meditate, meditate, meditate. I love to meditate. Meditate. Even if I wake up in the morning, sometimes I'll just lay still and enjoy the silence and meditate and clear my mind and ground myself and lift my vibrations higher and and think about the things that are going to be positive for the day, for the week, going forward, and setting goals. Your elevate your energy. Your energy determines your reality. Lift your vibrations and watch the world shift for you. Look, the world shift for you. This up. Good to see. Yeah. Clarity, joy, peace, love, clarity, peace, love. The cliff. She's standing there, elevating her energy, feeling her vibration. Your energy turns your reality. Lift your vibrations and watch your world shift. I want to say that might be something that we want to do is meditate some more. Meditate some more. Ground yourself. Write in your journal. Make a list of things you want to complete by the end of 2026. Every 2 months, go and see what you can check off and what you can add on to that beautiful list that's going to have you lift your vibration and get rid of what no longer serves you, like in this card down here. I'm gonna put these two cards together to support one another. I've got an angel number card, and then we will part ways, but I'm going to leave, as I always do for every reading, I leave the computer on for about 5 minutes for everybody to take a look at the cards and take their notes. And then I will say goodbye. So we've done our Merry We Meet, and we're going to do our Merry parts, and we will meet again tomorrow, my friends. Yes, we will. This is our angel number oracle, and I had the most awesome experience today. Out of nowhere, I had 333. And look at this, I got it again. Can you believe this shit? I got it again today. It's the second time. I just got this. I had 333 earlier today, and then out of nowhere, I got up to go look at the time on the clock, and I saw 444. And I looked it up, and I was like, oh, I hope that's true, because sometimes it means that your departed loved ones are with you if they recently passed. And I thought, oh, I hope my dad's with me. That would make me feel so good that he's watching. He'll always be in my heart. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, friends. Kate's gonna check it for you, okay? Let me see. 101. Wow. Okay. My angel number cards, and your card is 101. I'm gonna let you look at it. I'm gonna read it for you. Just gonna let you look at it. Camera's on. Okay. Okay. 101. Starting over. Intelligence. Making a difference. Personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Starting over. I'll read it again. Starting over. Starting over. Intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self expression, growth, and experience. Failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and big ones, probably all around us. I want to say out loud. Fails, I'm sorry, falls are fun. Start fresh. And I'm going to leave that there for a little bit. It's really hard to get in there. Okay. So Kate is going to put the card down and let all of you take a look at the cards and take any notes or put anything down that you want to jot down. If you want to write me or text me, you can reach me at danewscelticworld at gmail.com. Okay. Or www.hipsy.com/Dan News Celtic World, facebook.com /Dan Celtic World. Or again, you can email me at Dan Celtic Worlds at Dan Celtic World, one word, at gmail.com. Or you can go to Instagram and do your @ Dan Celtic World # and contact me through Instagram. My first name is Kate. Don't be afraid to contact me. I would be my pleasure to do a reading, a Celtic cross for you, a 3-card reading, an oracle card reading, or we can go over your personal astrological chart using your birthday, the city you were born in, and the time you were born in, to and your sun sign and rising sign, and look at the 12 houses that you have in your chart, and take a look at what's for you in the near future and going forward. Want to do so. Again, Danu's Celtic Worlds at gmail.com. I'm also at youtube.com, Danu's Celtic Worlds. It's going to be through this live stream. It will post on YouTube. And then as you're reading it, you will see me on YouTube with all the other readers and astrologers and tarot card readers under Danu's Celtic Worlds. And you will see my other readings as well on YouTube and on my YouTube channel as well, Danu's Celtic World. If you would like to grab a reading with me, I would love that. Again, and that also includes a crystal reading too, with oracle card reading, angel number reading, clarifiers to your Celtic cross. And if I do a 3-card spread for you, I would still use clarifiers as well, just as I did this evening. It was a pleasure being with all of you tonight, and I hope to hear from you again. Okay. Look forward to seeing you. I'm going to put these cards down so you can look at them, and then I will let you know when I'm going to log off. Blessed be. Ciao. I'm going to put your number card above your Ace of Wands, and I will actually lift it up a bit so you can see that with the box that I have here. Yeah, because I want you to be able to get to see all of the cards. That's the Empress card with the Tower in reverse, rebuilding. Remember, your 2 oracle cards telling you that you need to clear your karmic weight and elevate your vibration, balancing like the High Priestess, and your 3 of Cups card, celebration, new wealth, abundance, career, positivities, life purpose. I'm going to leave you to it to take your notes, and I will come back. I'm going to put these here to give you some energy with that. I'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy writing down your notes, and then we will sign off, and then we'll end the live stream in exactly 3 minutes. So you can take your notes if you see anything that you want to take notes on. Remember, the cups represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Ace of Wands represents significant Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries personalities. And the Tower, the Empress, and the High Priestess are all major arcana cards. Okay? So you have half and half in this reading today. You have a fantastic reading. Everything is incredibly positive. Just get rid of the old crap. I think you'll be fine. Write on a journal, meditate, take notes down, write a list, what you want to accomplish, and check it every couple of months and start checking off those beautiful things that you're accomplishing. for the goals that you want to achieve for the end of the year of 2026. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to end this meeting. Oops, it's knocked over my beautiful, precious, pure crystal stone. I love those stones. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the part of a reading. I will have membership coming up soon. Starting next week, we'll have that up there so that we can have our own membership, our own group for those that want to be a part of my community. Also with lots of boards and lots of questions and lots of talk of, you know, how all of us like to read for others and some of the experiences we may have had and other things as far as spirituality is concerned as well. So that would be great. And then again, if you want to book a reading with me, I've given you those things. I will put them down below. However, and I always put them in when I send out my messages, letting people know that I'm reading for the day, um, so that they know how to reach me. It was a pleasure again having you here for this evening. It was a pleasure reading for everybody, for the collective. Tomorrow, again, I will be reading for the elements. And then going forward, I'm going to start reading for the elements and the zodiac signs within each element. Have a have a great evening. Blessed be. Be safe. Be sound. God bless your family and bless everyone. Be safe. Ciao.